This is the Reds POSTCAST, your instant game reaction for the Cincinnati Reds. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
You guys waited for me? You knew it was going to take me all this time to get home, and you waited for me? You're unbelievable. You guys are so awesome. I'm so grateful. And hello, Reds fans, and welcome to the POSTCAST, brought to you by Locked On Reds and the Locked On Podcast Network. I'm Tim Daniel. I've been podcasting about the Cincinnati Reds for 5 years at publications such as Late Night Reds and the Riverfront. And I want to thank you all for being with me as we discuss an unbelievable win, an unbelievable night to be at Great American Ballpark as the Cincinnati Reds defeat the New York Yankees in extra innings 5-4. Tonight's episode is brought to you by our friends over at FanDuel, where your first $5 bet wins. You can get up to $150 in bonus bets. If you are just checking me out for the first time, please be sure to hit that notification button. You'll not only get my show each and every day after every game, but you can get Jeff and Steve Monday through Friday on Locked On Reds. Jason, the game was unbelievable. It was insane. I mean, one of my favorite days I've ever been at the ballpark. I can tell you that. I was at Homer Bailey's second no-hitter against the Giants in GABP. So I've been to a lot of incredible moments here at the ballpark, and tonight was one of those ones I'll never forget. On tonight's show, we're going to talk about 11th inning magic somehow not being the opening of the story. We're talking about Chase Burns' big league debut. Have you guys ever seen anything like that before? And yes, Krishna Strand has an epic game, and all of you guys, I can't believe you waited for me. I'm like so freaking happy. Not just the game, but just like seeing this like incredible audience I have, and I'm so thankful. And I'm gonna end the show tonight. I gotta tell you guys a cool story. It does involve Aaron Judge, but I promise it's really cool. But I'm stoked to be here. Let's jump into this. We're already running over time.
This is what you'll be talking about.
11th inning magic tonight. Can you believe it? Just the ebbs and flows of a baseball game. Anything and everything can happen. And tonight, everything and anything did happen. Gosh, just so much for that game, and so many amazing things that happened. And I mean, you name it, we went through it tonight. I'm at a loss for words. Greg says it's only 8:30 in Vegas. Greg, can I come stay with you if I go to WrestleMania next year, please? I would really appreciate that. Maybe they'll have a baseball team there by then. Who knows? But let's just go through the 11th inning. I mean, the 10th, let's start with extras. Tony Santillan must have a rubber arm, or Terry Francona just loves him entirely too much, because he somehow goes out there again, battles again, has to like get, be really, really physical in this game, gets 2 walks, gets in a little bit of trouble there, gets Aaron Judge to pop out, and you're thinking like, holy mackerel, how did they get through that inning? And you're like, well, you got to win now. You cannot let that go away. You cannot go out there for another inning. I mean, the bases are loaded. He's got Judge up, and you're thinking, oh boy, no one wants this. Mr. Watt. Yeah, you're absolutely right. And somehow it gets him to pop up to Elly, and you're like, oh my God, you got to win this game now. You absolutely have to win this game. You cannot let this one get away from you, right? You guys saw my whole spiel. Santiago Espinal leads out the bottom of the 10th, and you're like, what? Nikita, that's really funny. She says, payback to a lighter for 1999. That's awesome. That's really funny. Espinal pops out. Will Benson's on second base, pinch running. You're like, okay. Matt McLean then grounds out. You're like, oh, whatever. Well, I think I missed a play in there somewhere, but who cares? We know when that happened. And what's up, Gene? Thank you for coming to the chat. I appreciate it. And then we get to the 11th inning, and you're like, why is Espinal batting? And then why is Connor Phillips getting the ball here? And Spencer Steer makes an unbelievable play. I heard there was like another show out there where people were saying that Spencer Steer should not be the first baseman. I don't know how that's true. I think tonight that play he made, I get it. Judge moves up to third. Connor Phillips has the wild pitch, and you go, here we go again. But man, do they go out there and make it happen. So they're down a run at this point. Leiter's still in the game. And from there, just red leg magic, man. I mean, I don't really know how to describe it any other way. 11th inning, the Reds find a way. And thank you, Bryson. Yes, the 4th of July hat this year. Actually, it's my favorite one they've done in a really long time. Contrary to my Monarch Money read, I did not get this from Fanatics. I actually got it at the ballpark. So go through there, blah, blah, blah. McLean starts second. Elly with the infield single. That play. So I'm on the right field. I'm in 138. I'm like right by the foul pole. Yeah, Mr. One. Absolutely. I got to talk about Brent Suter. I got to talk about the whole pitching staff. So I'm right there on the right field foul pole. So I can see Elly coming down first base. And the way that like the angle was, I didn't think he was going to beat it. And then when they called safe and McLean was up third, you're like, oh my God, this is unbelievable. This is unbelievable. And so Spencer Steer comes up, gets the hit, brings in McLean, tie game. And we're like, it's like, holy mackerel. I can't believe this is happening. Tyler Stephenson was a super underrated at bat. Drawing that walk. Loads the bases. And finally, at this point, after letting Santiago Espinal bat twice, even though he's replacing re-signs here, Tito says, Luxy, go hit. And I love what the Yankees did. I'll be honest. I love that the Yankees bring Bellinger in. I don't know how that's officially allowed anymore. I thought that was something that was changed with all the shift rules. A guy can't go from shortstop to on the second base side of the bag, but a guy can come from center field and be a fifth outfielder. Okay, sure. That makes sense. I know rules are rules. And Lux puts it there. It was just unbelievable. Just unbelievable. The crowd tonight was incredible. 39,000 tonight at the ballpark. And obviously the Yankees bring their fans. We know this. I talked about this last night. I know. But the Reds fans were just incredible. When Jazz Chisholm got thrown out there in between innings in the 9th, they were really loud. And this is just kind of what's going on with this team right now. I don't really know, but it's working. And I know they lost that series with the Cardinals. They just keep finding ways to win 2 out of 3, 2 out of 3, 2 out of 3, get some sweeps in there. Chance to sweep the Yankees tomorrow. I don't know if I thought that was going to be a thing here in the conversation. But just an unbelievable night and great crowd tonight. I couldn't believe it. And guys, Chase Burns was not the lead story of the night. How's that possible? Because he made history tonight. He made baseball history. And I'm so excited to get your guys' thoughts on Chase Burns because I have some too. Just an unbelievable moment. Let's get to Chase Burns here after the commercial. Guys, you've probably heard of Viagra or Cialis. Maybe you've even tried them. But if you're looking for something beyond the usual pill, it's time to meet Rugiet Ready. Rugiet Ready is a next-gen prescription treatment designed to amplify arousal in the brain and boost blood flow. Unlike the usual pills that can take hours, Rugiet's 3-in-1 formula dissolves under your tongue and kicks in fast, on average in 15 minutes. Effects can last up to 36 hours so you can stay confident and in control when the moment is right. If the traditional options haven't worked, Rugiet might be the answer. Over 150,000 men have already made the switch. I love that it's completely online. Rugiet connects you with a board-certified doctor and ships you treatment discreetly to your door. You can even read real customer reviews on their site. It's helping a lot of people feel more confident and present in the moment. Head to Rugiet.com/LockedOnMLB and use code LockedOnMLB to get 15% off today. That's RUGIET.com/LockedOnMLB and use code LockedOnMLB for 15% off. Individual residual results may vary within prescription treatment. Compounded drugs are permitted to be prescribed under federal law, but are non-FDA approved and do not undergo FDA safety, effectiveness, or manufacturing review. Please visit the Rugiet website for full safety information. Ever check your bank account and wonder, where did all my money go? Between dining out, online shopping, and entertainment, it's easy to lose track. That's where Monarch Money comes in, your personal CFO, giving you full visibility and control over your finances. Monarch Money isn't just a budgeting app, it's a complete financial command center. You can track all your accounts, investments, and spending in one place, so you stop just managing your money and start building wealth. When I started using Monarch Money, I realized just how much I was spending on Fanatics. I love sports apparel. I love hats, jerseys, t-shirts, collectibles, you name it, I have to have it. But now I budget smarter and save more. Instead of juggling multiple apps, you can use Monarch to check your finances, track spending, and even plan long-term goals. Managing money with your partner is smoother than ever. You can track shared and personal accounts, set goals, and stay on the same page without the stress. Take control of your finances with Monarch Money. Use code LOCKEDONMLB at monarchmoney.com for 50% off your first year. That's Monarch Money, code LOCKEDONMLB for 50% off your first year. Want to thank you all for spending some time with me here tonight on the chat and the postcast. Natty Ron is in the house. If Natty Ron's here, you know it's a good night. What's up, Ron? How are you, buddy? I want to thank you all so much for spending some time here. I'm incredibly grateful. Like I said, I went to the game tonight. I ran like hell to get home tonight. I got stuck behind a semi at one point to get here. I was nervous that I wasn't going to make it, and you guys still hung out and waited for me. I'm very grateful. Thank you all so much. For those of you who are just checking me out for the first time, please be sure to hit that notification button, whether it's on your podcast app of choice or on you're here on YouTube. You not only get me after each and every Reds game, but you can get Jeff and Steve Monday through Friday on Locked On Reds. Yeah, Kyle, I was late tonight too. I went to the game. So, Will, it was a great one to be at in person. This was just such a fun night, and I'm so happy I get to spend it with you guys to end it. So let's talk about when this game went in favor of the Redlegs, right?
Time to reveal where the game was won or lost. It's the turning point.
Gavin Lux pinch hit walk-off to give the Reds the win. Just awesome. Just awesome. Man, unbelievable moment for him. Unbelievable moment for the Redlegs. The Yankees did everything they could. They played that 5 infield defense. The Reds still found a way. Luke said something in the chat a second ago before I get to Chase Burns. And it just really makes it sting, right? Because of how good this team's played. The Marlins, White Sox, Nationals, and don't forget the Pirates losses. You get those 4 series right there. What's killed really have killed the Reds, and they're finding ways to get past from that, finding a way to win games again. It's awesome. It's awesome. Chase Burns tonight. I've only been at one big league debut in Cincinnati, and it was Nick Senzel's. And I know that's a name people kind of laugh at nowadays, but there was for sure legitimate hype when Nick Senzel came up. He was the number 1 prospect. He hit at every level. Hunter Green made his debut in Atlanta. I didn't get to make it to Elliott's debut. Matt McLean's debut was in Colorado. Spencer Steer's debut was the 100-loss season. So there was, not a whole lot to be excited about. And Chase Burns comes out today and just looked unintimidated. He looked like he belonged. He looked like he was a big league pitcher. Yeah, Caleb, I agree. It was the loudest I've ever heard the ballpark. And it was unbelievable. So Trent Grisham comes up, gets him out, and you're like, okay, this is what you've been reading about, right? This is the guy you've read all about for all this time. Hey, Nick, how are you? Nick's here Nick's gonna be at all 3 for the San Diego series. That's awesome. And my Fever are winning tonight too. They don't really win a lot of games anymore, so I'm really enjoying that as well. Ben Rice, he gets down 3-0, battles back, strikes him out, and then gets in front of Aaron Judge at that, and strikes him out. And you're like, oh my god, this is insane. And just the way that when he strikes out Grisham, he does this walk around the pen thing. You can just tell he was he had the I'm him moment, kind of, that Austin Reeves in the playoffs moment for my Hoop friends. Then gets Cody Bellinger, then gets Paul Goldschmidt. I mean, he got those 5 guys, struck them all out. Jazz obviously gets a single there, and then gets Volpe to strike out. So he strikes out 6 of the first 7 batters he faces. His first 6 outs in the big leagues are strikeouts. He's I think he's the second Red, is what I think he had said, to strike out the first 5 batters he faces. And you know what I really like the most? So 4th inning, obviously, it's the Yankees. You know that at some point they're going to get theirs. It's what they do. Ben Rice hits the homer, and he gives up 2 more runs because Friedel misses the dive. And Friedel made a really nice play later in the game that I was pretty shocked by. Josh, send it to me. Whatever socials you want to send to me, I will for sure check that out, man. Absolutely will check that out. And comes out in the 5th inning and just takes care of business. Acts like nothing happened. I mean, Ben Rice homers, Aaron Judge gets the single, and then Jazz has the single, and Volpe gets the triple, and you're like, oh man. Just says like, look, I get it. It happens. I got beat this inning. I'm gonna go out there. I'm gonna do my thing, and gets through it. I mean, gives it the single to Oswaldo Peraza to start the inning, strikes out Trent Grisham, gets Ben Rice to line out, and then gets Aaron Judge to pop up to CS. That's his day. Was awesome. Just the way that the thing that jumped out to me the most is watching him was just his poise. Just like, I belong here. I am the guy. I am who you've been hearing about, and my talent level will carry me. And it did tonight. He didn't walk anybody. When he got down to where it got in 3-ball counts, got out of it. Just unbelievably impressive. I was joking with my friends I was with at the game. I said, do you think Wade Miley is watching this thinking like, I'm never going to make a start for this team again because they're not going to have a spot for me? Between when Hunter gets back, Andrew Abbott, Chase Burns, Nick Lodolo, Brady Singer is pitching tomorrow. I just couldn't believe it. I mean, I just absolutely couldn't believe what they were able to get there. That's what it was. Thank you, Kyle. I had my stat wrong. First major league pitcher in the modern era to strike out the first 5 batters of his career. That's Pedro Martinez stuff right there, guys. That's even better than Pedro Martinez stuff, apparently, if he's the first to do it. So Chase Burns, excellent. And then the bullpen goes out there and does their thing as well. Ian Jabot, perfect inning. Brent Suter strikes out the side. Awesome. Super awesome. And Lyon Richardson, still getting outs. I don't know how he does it, but he's doing it, and I love it. Tony Santillan, like I mentioned, struggles a little bit, gets through it. And then Connor Phillips has a wild pitch. That's all about it. It's the only thing that happens to him. And thankfully for that whole ghost runner thing, they don't have like an it doesn't count towards your ERA, so he doesn't have that. I know Connor Phillips has thrown 2 innings, so it's like hard to like just like be overtly excited about him. But I've been kind of impressed with how he threw those 2 games, honestly. I know there are some people who like he was a little scary. His stuff looked good. But Chase Burns setting the tone, man. I think that I don't think you can set him down. And one of the things I was telling my buddy that I was trying to do the whole math thing here of like who's going to start what day. So his next outing will be at Fenway Park against the Red Sox. That's a team that likes to swing a lot. By the way, I took Chase Burns over 4.5 strikeouts when I was at that line this morning. Got that pretty quick. So pretty awesome. Pitching staff tonight did their job. I mean, to go 11 innings against the Yankees, only give up 1 home run, only have 2 walks, and have 13 strikeouts as a staff against the Yankees in that stadium. Awesome. Absolutely awesome. So shout out Chase Burns, an excellent debut. Excited to see what you do with your next one. And I got to listen to him talk on the radio afterwards. I was listening to the post-game show and just was like, you know what? They're like, when you got Judge there, he's like, I just trust my stuff. He's like, he's just a batter to me. He's like, obviously it's cool. He's like, I watched him for a long time, but it was just really cool to hear him talk about it. So really kudos to him there as well. Let's get to our Locked On Player of the Game, shall we?
This is the Locked On Player of the Game.
I think it has to be Gavin Lux. It has to be Gavin Lux. I mean, walk-off hit, and there's a lot of heroes for this game. But man, Gavin Lux, incredible moment there. Got to absolutely take it. I don't do this a whole lot, but Christian Arcasio was awesome tonight. That double in the 7th inning to tie the game up, and just, I mean, like I said, there's so many heroes tonight. That CES triple. Jose Trevino scored from first base. Can we just talk about that first in this situation here? This has just been an unbelievable thing for today. So Lux had 2 hits tonight, obviously. That 3 RBI triple, though, that's an unbelievable moment and ties the game up. Gets the Reds a chance to go out there and keep things going. Super awesome. Super, super awesome. Tyler Stephenson tonight. 3 walks. 3 walks. I know that he hasn't been swinging the bat as well of late. you take that. That's why when people question, is Tyler Stephenson someone you want to build the team around? I mean, I shouldn't say build the team around, but is he a building block? Getting a catcher that can hit and also walk like that, there aren't a whole lot of those. Luke, I'll take Elly for Judge and Volpe. Yeah, I think that's fair. I'd take that as well. Spencer Steer tonight, 3 hits as well. Holy crap. He's been swinging the bat really nice, and that play he made at first base and extras, I mean, that gets through. Who knows what we're talking about for the rest of the game from there. Elly, 2 hits tonight. Offense was great. Offense only struck out 7 times in 39 plate appearances. I'll take that. I'll take that. Just a great night for the Reds. An awesome, awesome situation to be in. A chance to get a sleep tomorrow. I get you're going against Max Fried, but where they're at right now, yeah, Ronnie, I agree. Just been epic. So I got to tell you guys this cool story about where I was sitting tonight. And if the dad of this story sees the episode, that was super cool. I just got to give you credit. So I'm at 138. Those who aren't familiar with the ballpark, where 138 is, it's like right next to the foul pole in right field. So like where the first base line and the right field beat, basically like the opponent bullpen's right between sun, moon deck where I'm sitting. And obviously Aaron Judge plays right field for the Yankees. So there's this kid and his dad. They're like 5 or 6 rows down from me. They're like right there in the corner. And so, Judge goes out there. He's throwing with whoever's in the bullpen, throwing warm-up pitches in between innings. And this kid's got this sign. It says like, Judge, it's my birthday. His dad's in all Reds gear while the kid's wearing Aaron Judge gear. And he's also got a sign. It's like, hey, Judge, hey, Judge, hey, Judge. 3 or 4 innings go by. And it's like where I'm sitting, I can actually see the moment when Judge kind of looks up and notices the sign, doing the whole warm-up thing, blah, 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 sees the sign, tosses the ball in the air to the kid. The kid's life made in that moment. These are the things where I think when I come on here like I did Saturday and I'm like really frustrated as a fan, I just remember days like that of like going to games like that with my dad. And as a dad now who like loves his kid more than anything in the universe, that was just something I wanted to share because that was unbelievably cool to see. And like, I always loved Aaron Judge as a player. I like him even more as a person now because he knows that he just made that kid's universe for a night. So really, really cool moment for him. But that's all the nice things we'll say about Aaron Judge. So the Cincinnati Reds are victors tonight against the New York Yankees, 5-4 at 11 innings. The Reds 5 runs on 11 hits, no errors. The New York Yankees 4 runs on 7 hits, no errors. Your winning pitcher tonight is Connor Phillips. He is now 1-0 with a 0 ERA. Your losing pitcher tonight is Mark Leiter Jr. He is now 4-4 with a 3.94 ERA. And the Redlegs are going for the sweep of the Yankees tomorrow. I did not know if I'd be saying that. And we got a fun pitchers matchup tomorrow at GABP. Brady Singer takes the hill for the Redlegs. He is 7-5 with a 4.13 earned run average. He will be going against Max Fried, who is 9-2 with a 2.05. Like I said, first pitch will be at 7:10. I'm not going to be there tomorrow. I'll actually be here. Ben Brown's joining me tomorrow. We're getting the old crew back together. Thank you so much for waiting for me tonight, guys. And my biggest crowd I've had yet on a postcast. I'm Tim Daniel. Thank you all so much. Have an awesome, awesome rest of your evening. I'll see you tomorrow. Let's go Redlegs. Let's go Redlegs. Take it easy, everybody.